Hey Mina, welcome to watch my video today. I'm going to keep playing Warframe. Well, actually, I've been playing this game for a long time. I just keep playing. I just can't stop playing this game. It's a very cool game. I only make one video for this game long time ago. Well, not very long, but it's quite a while since I make that video, and I have many different feelings since that video until now, and I get many informations, and it changes a lot about my thoughts since I filmed the last video, the part 1 video for Warframe. And apparently this game, this free online game, actually have a bigger community than I thought, and it's a really cool game. Basically, this is a game that it's free to play on Steam. You can just download it, and it's basically those kind of game that the content it's basically free, but you can, like this one, if you go to here and press X, you can actually buy all the things with the real money. But I think the coolest thing about this game is that all the things you see here, the weapons, the warframes, basically you can just farm it by yourself. You don't really need to spend the real money. I think that's the best way about the best thing about this game. It's really cool. All the things you need, you whether spend money on it or you spend time and effort on it, and you can basically get the same result. That's really good. And last time I only have the Warframe Vault, which is one of the free beginner frame, and as you can see here, this is a vault as well, but I'll show you here. If you press ESC, you can have this menu and you can select things. So let's go to equipment, and here you can see all the things you have. Well, basically I want to make this video kind of a very basic beginner guidance things, because I still hear many new people come in this game and don't know why they are here and what can they do. I'm not very good. I'm not saying I'm very good at this game, but since I just get out of the beginner area, I think I know what kind of difficulties you will encounter in the beginning. So this is the things you can see you own. So as you can see, I have way more Warframes than I used to have. So this is all the frames that I own right now. I think it's 12 of them. And the second one is all the weapons you have. Again, the weapons and Warframes, you can pretty much just farm them. Just depends on different ways. Like this one, Vauban. Vauban is not really come from farming. It's come from alert. For alert, let me show you. So if you want to take missions, you should go to this way, in the middle of the front center. Just press X and you can select the levels with all the planets. So for alert, you need to go to this logo. If you press here, this is the alert that you can take. It's kind of a time limit mission. It will pop out in any specific time. Sometimes you just get credits, sometimes you get rare mod or different blueprints. Like Vauban, I just said, it's actually a Warframe that you can't just go to farm. You should wait until they have the alert released. It's a lot of trouble than more other Warframes. And this guy I have here, it's actually different from my first. Well, if you watch my first video, in my first video, my first Warframe is Vault, but now I have Vault Prime. Vault Prime is, well, you can see some Warframes has Prime after the name, some doesn't. The Prime version is kind of a better version, but in a story, it's actually the original version. That means it's better than something don't have Prime. And the weapon as well. See here, the weapon, some weapon has Prime as well, like this one is Soma Prime. So apparently those Prime version is better than the normal version. You can farm all the part of Prime from this area. well, it's random, so sometimes you might get the parts, sometimes you don't. But anyway, that's for you when you get much familiar with this game. So let's check it out some of the things you can do in the spaceship. So here, this one have this logo, kind of X logo on it. This is basically the PvP for this game. I don't really play PvP, so this is something you should know, is that you can equip your PvP Warframe and weapons here, and you need to know that in PvP you can't have any mods on it. And for mod, I'll talk about that later. And this one is basically like a news or advertisement. And this one, you can choose from 5 of them. You can choose 1 or 2 of them, because some of them, like this 2, is mine. Basically, you get points from support them, and when you get enough points, you can have use them to trade weapons or new mods. Okay, and this way, this is basically the database. So it's the mission that you have wronged, and the weapons, what else? Enemies, mods, and you can train as well, and also the missions you are running. So basically, you can get some basic information from this part. And I don't really know what's that, so let's just skip it. And let's go here. This is the one that you can build things. So as you can see here, all the parts and all the items, and you need those materials. Those materials you will all get from the maps when you run the mission. And one more thing, if you press ESC, all the things that you just saw, you can just go there from this menu. Like the map, you can just press the first one and you come here. And I'm also going to show you how you see any maps that you can get materials. So this is Mercury. It's basically the first map, first mission that you will have in this map. So as you can see, there is the area you can select, and look at here. In the very right, you have 4 items. So basically, this is the items that you can get from this area. And now let's go to Earth. So as you can see here, is this another 4 items. So all the materials you get from here. The second one is building things. This is what we just saw. All the materials it's get from those places. So if you need some specific items, you should go to see the 4 items from that planet to see if you need those equipment. Okay, and here is the third one is the things that you could already build. And the second one is the things you're building. As you can see here, I have all the things already built. So I'll try something here. So if you click it, it will just send to your containers thing. I don't really know. Okay, so when you press third, I think so here is the Warframe that I could already build. So when you need to build it, you need to have all the things here. Basically it's 4 things, but you can see here I have 2, some have 3. It doesn't matter. So let's build this one. It's Zephyr. It's another new Warframe. So confirm. Okay, so then it will go to this place. So it needs basically 3 days to build this Warframe. And here is kind of pet things, but well, you have to run the mission with this, and well, all the things you will understand when you get this mission. So I don't want to explain this too much, because I think this is not very good for beginners, because it's really difficult to keep the pet alive. And here we have the mods. So here is all the things like it's like cards that you can strengthen your make your Warframe better or your weapons better. All the things here you have the bronze one, the silver one, and the gold one. Of course, the gold one being the most rare one. And finally, we have the most important hit scenes is the arsenal. So here, press X, you can access to all the things you have. So the first one, of course, you can equip different warframes. So now I'll show you. So this is Warframe, and you have the primary weapons. This is Soma Prime, and the secondary weapons, Sonic Core, and of course you can have the melee weapons. This is the Dex Dakra. And the second one, which is the level up area that you can put different mods in. So in this place, the first one here is the one that specific for this thing. So all the things that you have these symbols on it, you can put it in the first one. It will increase the number of energy that you can have with the mods. So when you have these mods, like this one, I will put this one down. So you will have totally 44 that you can use. So if you don't have this, wait. So if you don't have this on, you will have only 30, and you have 3 different choices to have 3 different type of mods that you want to have. So put it on, you will reduce the energy of it. So this is basically about the mods, and you can see every mod have the polarities on the top right. They have the numbers and a symbol. So when you match the same symbol, it will become green. So basically it will reduce. For the top one, it will increase. For this one, it will reduce. Like this one, this is continuity. Well, by the way, I'm playing the Chinese version, but I'm talking in English, so yeah, just bear with it. So you can see here, this one, the number is 9, but because the polarity matches, so when you put it here, it reduces in half, so it's 5. So this is basically for the mod. And you can change the appearance as well. This is the color, this is the helmet that you can have. There's the helmet you can have. This is the body style you can have. This is the how you stand. And this is basically like capes or those things at the back. And all the things, and the armor on the shoulder, the armor on the chest and legs, you can modify with the color as well. And this is basically like the last one. It's basically like this momentum and the back and at the front as well. You can change the color again. You can change the height, right and left as well. So this is basically for the Warframe. And for the weapon, it's the same as the weapons, but not have the top one, because that's only for the Warframe. But the melee weapon is a little bit different, because it has the top one, but it's the different symbol. It's this one, it's the stance, so you can have the different moves with different stance. Again, the stance increase the energy that you can put in with all the mods. Yeah, so there's that, and let's change back to this one. Okay, so this is Serene, and well, this is my favorite Warframe. It's not because it's very OP, it's because I like the look of it. Well, just that. And let's see. This is my favorite weapon, which is the Dragon Nikana. Okay. So there's that. And this is basically how you run things in this ship. Well, again, this is my favorite Warframe, just because the look of it and the boots. Yeah. This is not very how to say. This Serene is not a very overpowered Warframe. It's not very easy to use, but I just like the look of it. So this is basically how you run with the spaceship. So let's check out the missions. So here's all the planet you have, but This is a simple suggestion. In this game, it's not really easy to play solo, especially when you are still new in this game. Finding a clan or a guild, let's say in this game, this is the clan. It's basically a kind of guild in this game. The guild will help you a lot if you are new in this game. And sometimes you do need some weapons and some warframes. In order to access them, you do need a clan to access them. So finding a clan is quite important in this game, I would say. And yeah, and what else? Right, and you have this kind of okay, so this is kind of an open space for every players. Basically, you can find different things in these games. Well, it's not necessary if you're still not familiar with this game, but there's just something that I think you need to know. There's something else rather than the battle missions or the maps. So let's go this way. Press X, you can go in up. I think this is only two things important for this game. The first one is here. It's kind of small shop.
Come in.
Sometimes you can get things in discount. You can see here. This is I forgot the name.
Hey, Eternal. Check this.
Hey, hello. Hey, hello. How's it going? So here is kind of limited supply, I think. So it's cheap. It's almost halfway. Well, all the time. It's all the time half price cheap than the things you buy from the real shop. But it has the amount limit and the time limit. So if you see something that you're interested and you have the real money, I suggest you buy from here. And there's other things over here.
Thanks for stopping by.
That way. This one is kind of special.
You may explore the sanctuary.
Stop looking at me.
For new
Crap. It's a little bit creepy because once you get in, it will keep looking at. Jesus Christ, got away. So how to say? Basically, you need to. Well, when you first get into this map, it will tell you how to do it. So I think this one is pretty good. So if you have time and you didn't know this thing, check it out. I think it's good, and especially with this one, it's a lot of fun. I will show you later. So basically, you need to catch your enemies and scan them to get their data. If you don't know how to do it, just get in and talk to him. You will know. So I will show you this one here. I think it's called a similar or similar. Shit, I forgot the name. Symmetrum or something. So here you can have your enemies. Let's try 10 of the enemies. So as you can see, I don't have many because I still new in this game. And you can decide the level as well. Let's get 30. And similar things. I don't know how to call it. Whoa. Okay, so basically, I think you know how to control the Warframe, right? Because you have the beginner guide things. There's one thing I didn't mention. This one, it's very useful. It's kind of the pad, but a little bit different. This is, well, if you are new, I suggest you to get this because this is easier for the beginners, because it's not as easy to die as those dog things. I think they called Kubra. And this one is it's the most useful, I would say, the carrier. And I think it's only how's that, 10,000 or 100,000 in the shop with the credits. Only the blueprint, so you can build it by yourself without using the real money. So it's really useful. And as you can see, I use the Prime version because it's basically just more like a tank and less possible to die. So, and also you can give it the weapons, it doesn't matter. And this is important. This is the items that you can have within the missions. And yeah, just press and equip the one that you need. It's very basic. All the things you will get to know well when you really get into them. So let's talk about the Warframes. Here you can see the status here, the range, the power, and the duration and the armors and health point all here. And this is the 4 skills, and also this is for the weapon. So let's try to use this one, and click the mouse to shoot. I think you know that. The right click to aim, and what else? Press F to change to what's this? Secondary weapons. Ha! Yep. Oh, Jesus Christ. And if you hold down the F button, it will change into melee. Well, melee mode. So basically, it's melee only. E, if press E is still slashing like normally when you're holding a gun. But if you click the left click and the mouse, it will go into the charge mode. Charge mode basically gives you more melee damage, but it will reduce your energy when you use the skills. And here you can see I already have the what's that? The UI with the one you're getting into missions maps. So as you can see at the right top there, 2 numbers. The red number is my health. The blue number is my shield. So basically in this game, when you get attacked, it will reduce your shield first. When your shield gets to 0, it will reduce your health point. So press shift, you can roll up. Press space, you can jump, you can double jump. And press control, you can crawl down. But if you are running and press control, you can slide. As you can see here, yeah, they're attacking me, so I reduce the shield and then the health. So the armor, that's shield and health and then armor. Armor is basically means your defense point. So when you have higher armor, actually it reduces some of the damage that you take. So when you slide, you can use the melee attack as well, like this. And when you jump, you can use the melee as well. But there's 2 different melee jump melee. If you aim forward, it will just slash forward. But if you aim at the ground, it will smash the ground. So sometimes the ground smash will stun the enemy, like that. Sometimes it doesn't. Jesus Christ. What else? Yes, and those numbers at the bottom right is the number in front. The number before the slash is the bullet, and it's the magazine size you have right now. You can see it reduced when I shoot things, and the number after the slash, it's the it's the maximum bullet that you have. So if you press R, it will change the magazine. If you press if you press X, it will change the magazine as well. And if you want to use the item, just press Q and hold down the Q and use your mouse to select things. What else? Okay. What else do you need to do? What else do you need now? Alright, there's 4, I don't know if you can see here. Again, in the right bottom, there's 4 different pictures. So that's your 4 skills, and there's a white line under that 4 pictures and a number. The number is basically your energy. So if I cast my first skill, wait, is there any enemy? Did I kill anyone? Did I just kill everyone? No? Okay, if I cast my first skill, you see the number reduce. So, oh Jesus Christ. If I cast my skill 2, see that number reduced. Okay, this is my 4th skill. Did I kill anyone? Did I just kill everyone? Yeah, I killed everyone. So when you jump really high, when you land on the ground, it will do this. There's a way to avoid it, because sometimes it takes time. It stuns yourself a little bit. Sometimes you might get into the middle of fire. It's very dangerous. So when you almost land in the ground, press shift and it will prevent yourself to be stunned. And there's another way to move in faster, is the speed, bullet jump. When you are running, press Ctrl and space at the same time and you will bullet jump further, like this one. You can, if you don't know how to do this together, you can press Ctrl first and then press space, and you can do the bullet jump. And you will jump to the position that you're aiming there. So if I aim it up, I will flying up. You don't have to be running. Sometimes in the normal position you can bullet jump as well, and land rolling. They see me rolling, and you can jump again. And wall climb. You can just hold down the space button to wall climb. It will climb to the way that you again where you're aiming. It will fly that way. So if you want to climb up, just aim up. If you want to climb sideways, just do it sideways. So here, the database, you can see training here. There is this second one, the moving skills that you can train yourself here. All those bullet jump or wall climbing things, you can learn it from here. And this way, go to this way. If you see this, sorry, not this one. This is the blueprint. This one is what I'm talking about. So 100,000 credits, you can get this one. The credits is the biggest problem. When you get 10,000, it's basically sorry, not 10,000, 100,000. You can basically have this one, because all the, as you can see, all the materials, if you play long enough, if you go to several missions enough time, you will get those materials. So the 100,000 credit, it's the only problem, and it's really handy, this one, because in this game, if you need to get those health or energy or ammos that drop in from the enemies, it's basically you should go and make your foot step on those things and you can get it. But with the carrier, if you have the things in the area close enough with the certain range, it will just suck into you. I know it sounds weird, but that's how it works. So I think that's the easiest one for new beginners, I would say. So I think this is pretty much about it for new people who want to come in this game. Well, I'm still new in this game as well. I've played this game for about a month, but I think I already get out of the beginner level. I don't know. If you have any question, you can still ask me in a comment below. I hope you enjoy this Warframe game. I think it's a really cool game. It's really good. It's really nice. and I hope you enjoy this video as well. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please hit the like and comment, also share and subscribe. It helps me a lot. Thanks for watching again, and stay safe for the next video.